8 games unbeaten, 6 wins, 4 goals conceded, 2 draws. Now expect us not to get a single win on this episode. Hey guys, and welcome to episode 38 of my Bristol Rovers FM20 playthrough. My name is James, and on today's episode, we face 2 teams in the bottom 5 of the Championship. We face Brentford away, and then we have the first Bristol derby of the season at home to Bristol City. Now, since you're last with me, we faced pretty much everyone else that's in the bottom 5 or 6 over the last month. As I mentioned in the intro, we have played 9 games in all since the last episode. We had a match in a cup competition we don't care about anymore. We then went on an unbeaten run where we won 5 back-to-back, only conceding a single goal. We then did draw away against Middlesbrough. We also drew away against Charlton. The Middlesbrough one I was okay with. The Charlton one was frustrating, facing a team near the bottom of the table. We did have Connolly sent off again, which caused us problems, but we were 2-1 down at that point. So it was great to be able to salvage the draw. And then to round it off, we had a final win against Hull at home. With all that having been played, we sit quite comfortably 4th in the table. We're now 6 points ahead of Peterborough, who are in 7th. We're actually only 2 points off of the automatic promotion spots. We're not expected to be more than upper mid-table, and so anything more than that is going to be a bonus, and we'll cross that when it comes to it. Everything does seem to be going well at the moment. Jonathan Clark-Harris is top goal scorer on 14 goals. Trafford's currently had the most clean sheets so far this season. However, one thing you will notice is we are starting to push up the injury league table, which is lucky the fact that after these 2 matches we have a month and a half off because these players need a rest. This has caused particular problems when it comes to fullbacks. We had at one point, a couple of games during this run, we have had to have Kilgore out wide on the right because we are limited on fullbacks. I have resolved this. We have a player coming in, so you will hear more about him in January. So getting into the match, this is the team that is going to be facing Brentford today. We have Trafford in goal, a back 4 of Holmes, Dennis, Long, Kilgore and Hoole, Rolls and Gallagher in central midfield. What a partnership those two are creating. Barrett, Smith and Arzani are the attacking 3, and then Clark-Harris up front. 2 last things I wanted to cover before actually I go into the match. Now I've thought about it. The first one is, this is the mess at the moment that is our unavailable list. We've got 3 players currently who are out injured. We've got another one, Ollie Clark, who isn't currently fit. We've got several players in the starting squad who have been showing as having tiredness issues. Kilgore's had 2 days off this week. I don't know if he is now fully fit again, just about, but he'll definitely be needing a rest. And just to round off the news, we also have sold Lumeka. Now this won't go through until the 1st of January, but while we were away between episodes, he had a massive strop, is probably the best way to describe it. I think initially he wanted a new contract. A team then came in offering him money, offering a bid for him. I rejected it. He then got stroppy that he wanted to leave. So I just started offering him out. I don't want him at the club. I was having the query of who to get rid of, because we do have, if I actually go on the team report and squad depth, so if I drop this down to 1 star, so on the right we have Arzani, Giannelli, Walker, Stokes, Barrett can also play over there, and then we've got a couple of others who are central midfielders who can also play out wide. But at the very least, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 a push players who can all play on that right hand side. On the left hand side, again, similar names: Barrett, Giannelli, Walker, Clark-Harris can play out there. We've got more. Smith can play out there as well. So we've got more than enough coverage for both sides. So it's going to be a case of who leaves, and Lumeka basically made the job easy for me by having a massive moan, which meant that he's now going, I believe, to Leeds. He's going for £2.4 million. It's essentially his market value. I wasn't that concerned about how much I got for him, as long as we got the same, as long as we got market value for him, which was fine. And being the fact that we brought him in on a free, he's been here 2 and a bit seasons. he had a good first season, didn't obviously do anything in the Premier League, and obviously hasn't really shown this season. He was complaining about wanting more playing time as well. I think all of that together was a perfect storm for him that meant he just wanted to leave. So we've let him. So let's get into the match. I did make a joke at the beginning of the episode that we wouldn't get a win on this episode. I do expect 2 wins. The Bristol City one obviously is going to be more difficult, especially as it's a Bristol derby. But these are 2 teams in poor form. They're both near the bottom of the table. One thing I will say that we have had as well is a couple of really spectacular goals, which I will actually show you. One particularly by Rolls, unsurprisingly, who seems to have taken on the Rovers mantra, as I mentioned before, of being able to score screamers from just outside the box from central midfield. But Brentford have the ball here. The first shot on target of the game. Well, actually, second shot for them, but first opportunity on target for a highlight. And they do have a corner here, but no one gets it. Barrett is first to collect the ball, and that ends the highlight. But yeah, Rolls scored a spectacular goal. I think it was in the last match. And yeah, I definitely want to show you that because it was one of the best goals I've seen in Football Manager that wasn't from a set piece. But we do have a highlight here. The throw-in ends up with Barrett out wide, but Brentford do win the ball back. Looking to bring it forward, but Long manages to win it to Smith. To Ozani, who takes a shot. What a goal by Ozani. Just as I was talking about midfielders taking shots from just outside the area. That is particularly good for Ozani because he only has 7 or 8. I think maybe 9 at a push for his shooting. I'm not sure what his long shot stat is like. His long shot attribute is like, but that is a spectacular goal and definitely sets us on a positive road for the rest of this match. Right, Brentford have a highlight here. Are they going to try and come back into this straight away? Emilino with the ball, but Hall dives in there to try and get the ball. Nowhere near it. Oh my God! What a save by Trafford there onto the post. The ball almost crosses the line. He manages to get up quickly enough to get the ball. Barrett is actually now counter-attacking. This is end-to-end stuff at the moment. Barrett across to Gallagher, to Clark Harris, to Smith. It comes to a little bit of a stop here. Arzani again with the ball on the edge of the area. It's pinging around a little bit. Clark Harris has the ball there, but Brentford managed to win the ball back after all of that. And now they look to come forward. Lucadia has the ball there to Norgard, but we managed to clear it. What an end-to-end highlight that was. I had no idea where that was going to end. But we have a deflection here, actually. We end up with the ball. Clark Harris to Smith. Now to Barrett. He's going to bring it forward. Bring it inside, into the central area. To Gallagher, to Smith. Back out wide to Rolls! I'm not sure if that was a save. Or that was off the crossbar, in fact. As it goes out for a goal kick. Kilgore with the throw-in. To Smith. To Kilgore. To Gallagher. To Hall, back to Kilgore. I'm not 100% sure why Kilgore is taking throw-ins again. He seems to automatically assign himself throw-ins, but he's passed it through to Arzani. Can he get across? And he can. Tries to look for Barrett at the back post, but it falls to Holmes Dennis, who puts it back across to Arzani. He cannot get his second of the game. Trying to put it in the same corner as his first goal, but this time it trickles wide of the post. Brentford this time with the ball. Thompson to Saunson to Zambarek. Looking forward to Emilino, but we've managed to win the ball back. We're now with Long, with Hall, Gallagher, Arzani. Now it's our turn to try and bring it forward. Arzani looks to bring it on the inside. Hall on the overlap. Can he get the cross in? Instead, he finds Arzani again, who's now in the penalty area with Smith. Smith takes a shot. That really had some zip on it, but the goalkeeper managed to put it over for a corner. Barrett with the corner. Into the centre, looking for, I'm not sure who that was in the centre, but we couldn't find him. But Kilgore manages to collect the shot. We've had a couple of really, really good chances in this first half. But I want to think against a side like this, we need to be taking a few more of them. Because the last thing I want is to give them an opportunity to think they can salvage a draw from this game. But the goal kick ends up with Barrett. Barrett looks to bring it forward again. Does get tackled, but he is first back to the ball. He's overlapping with Arzani. That was an awful pass there. And Brentford now look to bring the ball forward. Barrett I don't know who he thought he was passing it to. Long looks to go put in the tackle, but Brentford still have the ball. But the Brentford player on the volley there. Trafford, I think that bounced back off of the woodwork after the Trafford save, but we do manage to clear out for a throw-in. Right, half-time, it is Brentford 0, Bristol Rovers 1. I'd like to think after that first half we'd be further ahead than 1-0, but I will take that for a half-time scoreline. I'm going to say the usual when you 1-0 up, guard against complacency. We can't lose focus in the second half. We've had a very good first half. Not quite taking the opportunities I thought we would do, but we're still creating them, which is good. But last thing we want to do is give Brentford any sign of life in this game at all. Kilgore manages to win the ball 1-2 with Gallagher. Now to Rolls. Out wide looking for Arzani. Brilliant ball out to Arzani. He's in a little bit of space. He tries to get into the penalty area, but he is tackled. And the ball is thrown forward. I'm not sure who's that. Is that Long there that was missed there? He missed the tackle. It was Kilgore that missed the tackle. Long was back to tackle the striker, though. And Kilgore on the second attempt manages to clear it. Went as far as Janssen. But Holmes Dennis manages to collect the loose ball. Now to Long. To Rolls. To Gallagher. Can we recycle the play and bring it forward again? Barrett, the ball is put in the air. Barrett loses the header, unfortunately, and Brentford look to bring the ball forward yet again. Emilino in the penalty area, but luckily Trafford's wise to it and clutches the ball. Arzani with the free kick on the edge of the penalty area. These are coming thick and fast. Long with the header, just wide of the post. You'd hope that from that angle he'd get it on target, but sadly not. And yet another highlight here with the Brentford goal kick, but we end up getting the ball. Clark Harris in the penalty area takes it. Brown, the goalkeeper, to make it 2 for his 16th goal of the season. Lovely ball there by Smith. The goal kick from the goal kick from Gunnarsson. Ball comes forward. Arzani wins the header to Smith. Smith chips it forward. Clark Harris, sniff of offside there maybe, but he manages to go through round the goalkeeper and slots it home for his 16th goal of the season and our second goal of the match. And yet another highlight in quick succession. This is constant at the moment. We're ball Smith with the ball out wide to Arzani. Are we going to make it 3? Ball back into the penalty area to Gallagher. Hits the post. Right, 60 minutes on the clock. I'm going to take a breather before I lose my voice. As we calm it down a little bit and look to make some substitutions. I'd like to take Holmes Dennis obviously on a 6.7, but we haven't got anybody else at fullback that we can play. I'm going to pause it though while I'm doing the substitutions. Barrett's not had a great game. I'll take him off. Let's bring on Walker for him. Hall again's not had a great game, but I don't want to take. I can't take him off unless where is he? Where's Stokes? What's his tackling like? 4. I mean, if we go 3-0 up, I might take Hall off, bring on Stokes. He can play, I believe, in that full-back position. He cannot. It's fine. He'll learn on the job. It's absolutely fine. So we'll make that substitution for the time being. But we do have a highlight here. I'm not sure if this is just a highlight from the substitution or whether this is actually going to be something. But Gallagher out wide with the ball to Barrett. Barrett looks to bring it inside, chips it in. No one's there, unfortunately, but it does go to Gallagher. Gallagher again tries to go for the long shot. However, doesn't have quite the finesse of Rolls, and it goes wide of the post. Right, 17 minutes on the clock. Gunnarsson with the free kick. Brentford looking to bring it forward, trying to give themselves some form of lifeline, but we are blocking them off. Pinnock to Norgard. Out to Fours, I think that was looking for, but we win the ball back with Long. Now to Kilgore, back to Trafford. Looking to play out from the back. To Long again. To Kilgore. We are a much more leisurely pace now. With Gallagher. Arzani out wide. Arzani's in a little bit of space. Looks to turn the burners on. Goes past one man. Chips it out wide to Walker for his first touch on a highlight. Ball into the centre to Arzani again. That was a brilliant 1-2 between him and Arzani and Walker there. Sadly, we couldn't get a goal from it. Right, Smith has picked up a knock with 10 minutes to go. So we'll take him off. Let's push Arzani inside and then bring on Giannelli for the last few minutes. And then also we'll take off Hall. We'll bring on Stokes. He can't really play at fullback, but give him a bit of a run around anyway, see what he can do. And there are no more highlights. There we go, full time. Brentford 0, Bristol Rovers 2. Brilliant away win. Another away win. We're really starting to pick up our away wins now, which are really starting to propel us up the table. I'm going to say good win, boys. Well done. Wasn't anything spectacular. A thoroughly professional job, which pushes up into second in the table. We can't currently catch Watford, but we have beat them on an episode, so we got to give them something. Because we're on 9 points ahead. It's not an insurmountable lead, especially only being November. But I wouldn't expect us to be anywhere. This at the moment is absolutely spectacular, and at least it means the further up we are, if we do start to hit a bit of a poor form in the second half of the year, at least we've got further to fall. Right, couple of things before we get into the Bristol derby. This is a lovely email to have come through. Bristol Rovers make it 13 unbeaten, 13 matches in the Championship now with unbeaten, because obviously we don't include the cup that we don't care about anymore. I'd love to keep this run going. However, I know this is going to come to a halt at some point, and as they say in the press conferences, it's going to be interesting to see how that affects our morale, because our morale currently is really high. Excellent dressing room atmosphere is going up. Managerial support is also on the up as well, and team cohesion is very good. So hopefully this will be able to stay, and hopefully a loss isn't going to be too damaging. But although if we got a loss in the Bristol derby, this would definitely go down the toilet. And one final thing I want to show you before we get into the next match was that goal for Jack Rolls. I believe it was this one here in the 2-2 draw against Charlton. Absolutely spectacular goal from outside the penalty. The curl on this goal is absolutely fantastic. So here we are here. Arzani with the ball, looking to bring it forward. To Rolls, to Gallagher, back to Rolls, and then curled with the right foot. Keeper was absolutely nowhere near it. Couldn't get anywhere near that goal. I'd say I've said before, we've had some absolute screamers from this team over the years. That is probably one of the best. It is game day, and it is the Bristol derby. One of two matches that both Bristol fans will mark on their calendars at the beginning of this season. But before we get into that, and something which is going to be almost the end of an era, really, Ollie Clark has come to me between the matches and stated that he feels that he's done everything that he can at this club. Wants a new challenge. He isn't getting the match time that he wants and wants to move on. He's been here for 11 straight seasons. But we've 12, 13, 14, 15 seasons in all with a couple of loans out. He was the club captain last year. He's one of the team leaders at the club. I've also now set up for him a testimonial between the episodes during the World Cup that is on during the winter break. Facing Chelsea, they were available. Why not? We'll fill out the stadium for that. Make him a little bit of money. But he is now also on the bench for today's game for what is likely to be his last Bristol derby. And of course, I'm going to be bringing him on. I won't play him from the start because we want to win, and I want to have my best starting 11 on the field. But I will bring him on if we are doing well in the second half for maybe the last half an hour or so. Maybe even bring him on at half time depending on how we're doing. So he can see out his last Bristol derby. Let's get into the match. I believe we're on telly. I believe we're the 5:30 kickoff as well. So we're one of the last matches of the day. Everyone else has played. That has in fact dropped us down to 5th place. We are still only 2 points, so a win will take us back up to second in the table. And this is a team that is going to face them today. We've been hit with a little bit of tiredness. So we've got Smith, who isn't fully fit. Lockyer on the bench, who isn't fully fit. Arzani's had to drop down to the bench because he requires a rest and is nowhere near the condition which he'll be able to play. Worst case scenario is we have to bring him on out of a bit of desperation. We've also still got Bailey is out, Connolly's still suspended, and Correa isn't back from his injury yet. But this is the team to face Bristol City today at the Mem. Trafford in goal, Holmes, Dennis, Long, Kilgore and Hull are the back four. Rolls and Gallagher are our integral central midfield partnership. Barrett, Smith and Giannelli across the attacking midfield three. And then Clark Harris, as he has done all season, runs the front line. Hopefully he's going to be on form today and grabs himself a couple of goals. This is always a nerve-wracking match, even though we're facing a team that aren't in great form. And if any other match, I'd be going out here saying that this is going to be a win. However, I cannot go in with such expectations into this match. I'm looking for, there we go. Let's go out there and do this for the fans. They're going to be, it's said on the match preview that we have sold out. So I'll be interested to see if that is going to be the case. It wasn't match preview, sorry. The news report before the match stated that they reckoned it was going to be a sellout. I didn't quite see on the match preview whether it was or not, but we'll see in the second half. And City do start off with the ball 20 seconds in. Balls through with Palmer into the penalty area. Don't say this is going to be an awful start. Gosling with the ball into the centre to Wells. And that is the worst start we could have had. Less than 40 seconds on the clock, straight from the kickoff. As soon as this kickoff highlight carried on the way it was, I knew it was only going to go one way. I don't want to see it again. But that is an awful start. We have not woken up in those first couple of minutes. But we do have what I believe is a free kick here. It is a free kick. Who's taking free? Gallagher with a free kick. We know he can hit one from outside the box. Oh my God, I thought that was in then. Just whistles past the post. Keeper wasn't near it. But I'd hope that was going to be on target. I'm going to say show some passion early on, because this is not good enough. Even though we... is that Palmer going to get... Palmer picks up a second yellow. Get in there. They are down to 10 men. Let's go at them. Come on. Demand more. Let's get a goal back before half-time. Barrett with the corner. Into the centre. To Clark. Harris hits the post. Well, we have another highlight here. All the City have done in this first half has been score that goal. And it's sickening. Kilgore with the ball. To Hall in the centre. Clark Harris. What a save by the goalkeeper there. The City goalkeeper keeps them in front. And we've had 10 shots, but only 2 of them on target. Coming into half-time. I mean, this is not the scoreline we want at half-time. We have to take this game by the scruff of the neck now. They are down to 10 men. They are going to sit all 11 players behind the ball. I'm getting aggressive. Where's your passion, lads? Do you even want to win this match? One thing I'm going to look at before we go in the second half, Kilgore keeps taking the throw-ins, and I don't know why. Because I've not set him as a throw-in taker. Why he's set as... that might have been when he was out playing out wide. That's what it was. So let's have Giannelli take them on the right. Barrett take them on the left. Perfect. Right, Smith is... I'm going to take Smith off. I'm going to bring on Arzani for him. We need somebody a little bit more strength in the centre. And I'm going to make a half-time substitution. Let's go out in that second half. Come on, guys. Let's do this. Get creative. I mean, we are 60 minutes on the clock. We've not had a single... Clark Harris is having an awful game. Actually, you know what? Scratch that. We're going to leave him on. Going to push Arzani out wide. Let's go 2 up top. Take Giannelli off. All right, let's push Rolls forward as a attacking midfielder as well on attack. We need to start pushing. We need to start pushing forward. Push him forward more of a tad. I'm reluctant to push Holmes Dennis forward because he's not as strong on attacking on that left-hand side. Let's see how that does. Can I do any more shouts? Let's ask for some more passion. Right, City have a free kick. Oh my God, Clark Harris has given away a penalty. I kept him on, and he has given away a penalty, which if they score, that's going to be it for this game. I cannot believe it. This guy's been awesome. He has scored 16 goals, and he has just single-handedly helped us throw this game away. I am so mad with him right now. Right, let's push those up. Desperate measures. Sweeper keeper on attack. Right, let's go. Right, Rolls with the ball here. Holmes Dennis. I'm not sure if this is just a highlight from me doing the thing. Arzani with the header there, but it doesn't come to anything. Right, we have a free kick here. If we can get 1 goal back, we've got a chance here. Barrett with the free kick in the centre. Doesn't go in. To Clark Harris. To Gallagher. To Clark Harris again, who hits the crossbar. And City put it out for a throw-in. Come on, let's demand more. Right, Barrett with the ball again. Goes all the way back to Long. To Barrett. To Holmes Dennis. Ball to the centre. To Phillips. The keeper. To the keeper. Oh, he's offside. Time is ticking away. There is very little more I can do here. Let's take off. Let's bring on Ollie Clark. Why not? Let's push these guys further forward. Right, everything is on overdrive. Let's hope Ollie Clark can find some of that Bristol Derby magic in the last couple of minutes. But it is ticking away. I don't think there's anything else I can do. Let's more passion. No, we've got no chance. We've got no chance of being able to score 3 goals now. And they have won with 10 men, and it is disgusting. And that about sums it up. We just hit the crossbar. They have just won. They have won this match with 10 men and 2 shots on target. FM is disgusting at times. Oh, is Clark about to get sent off? No, he's not. He's getting a yellow card. I don't even know what to say. I knew it was. This is what this game does. You go on a 14-match unbeaten run, and it will wait until the worst moment it physically can, and then it will punch you in the gut. I don't even know what to say to that. What more could we have done in that match? I mean, not give away a penalty for a kickoff. Clark Harris has had what's probably the worst game he's on a 6.9 there. He was on a 6.3 at one point. We've had the worst game of the season, but somehow the stats say we should have dominated that match. We were at home. They were down to 10 men after 24 minutes, and they win 2-0. I honestly can't explain that. I mean, we're still in 5th, but I just don't care. I really don't care. I'm so angry. There's no reason why that match should have gone that way. All the stats say we should have won that match, and somehow, with 2 shots on target, they have managed to win. If you enjoyed that, you're a monster. But if you did, please give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon to be notified of more misery like this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 p.m. And thank you very much for watching.